In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 26, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics. It's a clash of Atlantic Division teams on the parquet floor up in Beantown. The New York Knicks are on the road as they travel to face the Boston Celtics Wednesday night. New York upended Cleveland 105-103 at home in their previous contest Tuesday night, winning outright as a 3.5-point underdog. Boston was edged 98-95 on the road by Miami in the second game of a back-to-back situation Tuesday night, failing to cover as a 2.5-point underdog. In the all-time regular season series, Boston owns a 300-186 advantage and has won the last 2 meetings. That includes a 133-118 road win in the first matchup this season on November 5, 2022. Looking at the betting trends, the Knicks are 26-9 against the spread in their last 35 road games, 7-3-1 against the spread in their last 11 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Celtics are 2-5-1 against the spread in their last 8 games following a loss, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Boston. The Knicks are keeping an eye on Evan Fournier, who is listed as day-to-day, while the Celtics are still missing Marcus Smart, who is dealing with that ankle injury. The New York Knicks got a much-needed win over a quality opponent as they defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 105-103 Wednesday. Julius Randle had 36 points and 13 rebounds, hitting 8 threes in the contest. Boston was missing Al Horford, Marcus Smart, and Malcolm Brogdon. All are questionable heading into this game. Expect Jaylen Brown to be back, but the Celtics do not have their full complement of players, forcing Peyton Pritchard to play big minutes. He is a liability on the defensive end, and Jalen Brunson can capitalize on Marcus Smart being out to get an easy 25 in this game. The Knicks really needed a win to get their season back on track, and they were able to beat the Cavaliers in a gritty win on Tuesday, but they blew a 13-point lead, and I don't see them getting away with that if it happens again. The Celtics are clearly a level below their best with Smart still injured, but they made light work of the Knicks earlier this season, and I believe that they bounce back into form in this one. New York comes in as a dog, but take them to persevere with a big road win. So the New York Knicks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. New York ranks 27th in pace heading into this Eastern Conference showdown with the Celtics. They have been excellent on the glass all year, and although Mitchell Robinson will be out for a while, they are still 4th in rebounding percentage. Both clubs are above average on the defensive side of the ball, and with Boston lacking many of their role players in this game, expect them to slow the game down a bit and allow Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to work in the half-court set. The total is set higher than you would expect, considering both clubs are top 10 in offensive rating. But this game will be a grind. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Brooklyn Nets. Detroit will try to snap its 4-game losing streak when it travels to Brooklyn on Thursday night. The Pistons are coming off their worst defensive performance of the season, giving up 150 points in a loss to Milwaukee on Monday. Brooklyn had its 2-game winning streak snapped in a 137-133 loss to Philadelphia on Wednesday. The Pistons are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Nets are 14-39 2 against the spread in their last 55 home games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The over is 5-2 in Pistons' last 7 road games. The under is 7-1 in Nets' last 9 overall. The Pistons are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. The Pistons are still shorthanded as Corey Joseph and Marvin Bagley are both out, while Isaiah Livers and Isaiah Stewart are both questionable. The Nets are still missing Kevin Durant but are otherwise unchanged for this one. I don't want to back the Detroit Pistons as much as the next guy, but the Nets are undermanned, and they are on the end of a back-to-back. Also, the Nets win in the favorite role by an average of 4 points, so it feels like we're stealing an extra bucket or two. The Nets are 6 to 10 to 1 against the spread when favorites of 5 or more points. The line is quite hefty for this one, so the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In the one game these two teams played, it went for 245 points, while Detroit is 28 to 20 to 1 and hitting the over, which ranks 4th in the NBA. Meanwhile, the Pistons are playing at a pace of 102.6, which ranks 10th, while their defensive efficiency ranks 29th, while Brooklyn is playing at a pace of 100.9, which ranks 17th, while their offensive efficiency ranks 5th. As well, in the Pistons' last 10 games, the games are averaging 242 points per game, while Brooklyn's last 10 games are averaging 220 points per game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Charlotte Hornets. On Thursday night, the Chicago Bulls traveled to the Spectrum Center for a road matchup with the Charlotte Hornets. The Bulls lost 116 to 110 Wednesday to the Indiana Pacers. The Hornets were blown out 128 to 97 by the Phoenix Suns. Looking at the betting trends, the Bulls are 3 to 7 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team with a losing record, 5 to 1 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team below .400, and 12 to 5 to 1 against the spread in their last 18 games overall. The Hornets are 0 to 5 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 1 to 5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a losing record, and 2 to 6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 8 to 2 in the last 10 meetings in Charlotte, and the Bulls are 6 to 1 against the spread in the last 7 meetings overall. The Bulls are still missing Goran Dragic, while the Hornets have ruled out Cody Martin, and they are keeping eyes on LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward, who are both listed as questionable. The Charlotte Hornets trailed by as many as 30 points midway through the second quarter as they were run out of the building 128 to 97 by the Phoenix Suns. Terry Rozier scored 19 points but shot just 7 of 21 from the field as the Hornets are looking at a lost season. It may serve them well to keep LaMelo out of the lineup and perhaps give some time to G League players to gauge what they have for next year. Chicago had won 3 straight before giving up a big lead and losing to Indiana. They are way better than their record shows, and certainly better than Charlotte. The Bulls come into this one as the team in better form, and they will be eager to bounce back after blowing a 21-point lead to the Pacers in their last outing. The Hornets have shown glimpses of their potential and shocked some teams this season, but they looked bad in their last game, and it'll take a big game from Ball to keep the Bulls off them. Plus, the Bulls have covered the spread in 7 of 10 games, so the Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Bulls and Hornets sit in the middle of the pack with respect to pace of play heading into this Eastern Conference matchup. They are headed in opposite directions, with the Bulls hungry for a potential playoff spot and the Hornets hungry for the top pick in the draft. Chicago is 12th in defensive rating, which is pretty good considering how poorly they have looked at times on that end. I expect Chicago to come out hot here and build a 20-point lead, allowing them to coast the rest of the way. The total number has gone under in 4 of their last 5 road games and 5 of their last 7 games overall. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.